I've got a date. How do I look? Hat, no hat. Hat, no hat. I'm gonna go hat. I've got a date with an Italian supermodel. Now she's getting on a little bit. She was really big in the 90s, but even so, she's proper hot. So it's meant to be sort of smart casual. I think I managed to achieve that. I'm in good shape. So let's go meet our supermodel. Now they say you've never really been in love unless you've had your heart broken at least once. And they also say, whoever they are, that you're not a true petrolhead until you've owned an Alfa Romeo. So, today's supermodel. Today's 90s supermodel is the Alfa Romeo GTV. Now, I've gone for the big time one. I've gone for the 3 litre 24 valve V6 version. Voted by Jeremy Clarkson himself, no less, as one of the best sports saloons of the 90s. He did a big Top Gear test back in the 90s, and this one came out on top. Praised it for its beauty, its character, but that's the 90s. We're in the naughty teens now. How's it going to fare? Okay, well, let's find out. First of all, looks-wise, even by today's standard, it's still got a dramatic profile. A profile which is very similar, the long front, short back, as the Fiat Coupe, which is another car I really, really like. Even by today's standards, it's still a pretty dramatic and beautiful looking car. Let's take a look inside. Lovely deep full leather interior, Alfa Romeo emblem on the seats. Looking around, driver oriented binnacles and switches. Looking at the capacious rear, well, not really, to be honest. Probably never had much use, mainly because no one can fit in them. Moving around. Okay, so it's clear that after 15 years the supermodel still kept her catwalk looks, but can she still perform? Okay, we're going to take this baby out for a ride and see what it's like. Right, we're in. Let's fire this thing up. Oh, I'll tell you straight now. This thing has a fantastic sounding engine. Simply fantastic. I've never driven a Ferrari, but I've heard one, and it does sound very Ferrari-esque. Right. Italian supercar, Italian supermodel. Very nice. I'm not quite sure, if you've never driven an Alfa Romeo, what you'd expect it to be like. You hear all these things, people saying it's a Sonorous sounding engine, and it's, you know, it's... and it's amazing to drive. But I'll tell you one thing for now, the engine is amazing sounding. Not overly keen. Ooh. on the gearbox. It doesn't feel 100% positive, but it feels like a premium car. It doesn't feel like a little cheapo car. It's 5 kids. About nothing is where you'd naturally expect it to be. There's the wing mirrors. Here are the controls down here by my left hand. But that said, everything's still actually working. So adjusting the electric mirrors. So it may be awkwardly placed, but it is still working. Car as well, one thing that comes across straight away, it is very quick, very quick. Now we had the same car around about the time we had the Boxster, so it's been here with us that long, and even stepping directly out of what was at the time the very top rated Boxster that they had, the 3.2 litre straight 6, flat 6, it didn't feel off the pace at all. You step out of the step out of the Porsche Boxster straight into this, and it does not feel lesser powered at all. That's a real testament to what Alfa was able to get out of its 3 litre engine. Lovely engine. Naturally aspirated, so there's no hint of turbo lag or anything. Lots of torque. Picks up ready to go in any gear. This is fantastic. What I'm going to do is going to pull over a second. I'm going to turn the camera forward so you can get a forward facing view as we go down some of these rather nice roads. Right, now hopefully we'll be upgrading our camera system soon, when funds allow, but for now, this particular one's done with our mobile phone, but it does the job okay. This is a fantastic... Woo! I tell you what, this car is quick! Wow. This car is quick. Can handle too. Wow. Even by today's standards, this car is quick. Jump into any modern coupe. Coupes these days, I mean, what was supercar baiting, BMW M3, 280 bhp territory, is now just entry level, saloon. But even so, this car still feels very quick. So, I've had a bit of a blast in it. What do I think? It would be nice to spend more time with it, but it's a fantastic car. Wonderful sounding engine. Absolutely wonderful, very responsive, so it makes it very quick, it handles very well. It feels exciting, it feels special inside of here. The quality of the leather, you could debate as to whether or not that could be a little bit high, it feels a little bit coarse. But, I mean, let's put it in context, this car is 15 years old, and it's really held up very well. No rips, no tears, back seats are all, to be honest with you, the back seats are all but useless, so you're never going to get not even a child in the back of those. So you just see it as partial shelf almost. But style-wise, it's a nice thing to look at. And even though it's 15 years old, this one's got a private plate on it. You pull up next to any modern coupe and you don't feel embarrassed because the car's got enough swagger about it, it's got enough class to it, that it feels like it can really hold its own. Wonderful sounding engine, pulls well. I mean, here one or two minor rattles here and there. I mean, it's not a BMW, but after all people say about Alfa Romeos, how they fall apart and everything like that, to be honest with you, this one's 15 years old and everything works, pretty much. So, for me, DreamCarGarage mini review of the Alfa Romeo. Marks out of 10. Let me have a quick recap. It's very quick. The engine is fantastic. Wonderful sounding, very tractable, very quick. The figures suggest 28 miles per gallon, which